Hello there, this is Simonopolized coming back from another speed build, and this time it is a Southern Quadplex. So it's basically four townhouses, or four houses set to each other that make up like four bro houses of some sorts. And I named them Southern because they are the kind of, townhouses you might find in the suburban areas in Atlanta or something, for example. Yeah, so this has been actually a very hard speed build to do because of many things. So how I actually stumbled upon this build is this has actually been like, as a child, like before The Sims 4 even came out, I was actually playing The Sims 2 and The Sims 3, and I started building when The Sims 3 came out. And I remember seeing actually this, like the floor plans and stuff, and the pictures of this house, and I actually created it in The Sims and took a bunch of screenshots, and I mean, all of my pictures get backed up in Google Photos, and then Google Photos like sometimes sends me some notifications of, a couple of years ago, exactly like 2 years ago, you took this picture and stuff. Yeah, anyway, you kind of get what I mean. So it actually sent me like the screenshot I took like in The Sims 3, and that brought up like too many memories. So I went into like a deep dive in the internet, and I couldn't find the house anymore. Like I tried to do like a reverse Google image of the picture I had, like the one I built in The Sims 3, but for some reason it only, like the results were only like other houses in The Sims 3. So I tried to search like for quadplexes and in southern style and stuff. And also I tried to search for some old saves in The Sims 3, and I couldn't find the save file I actually built the house in. Yeah, so I spent like a couple of hours, like a good couple of hours, until I actually finally found the house. Like a picture of the house, and then I downloaded that picture, did another Google reverse image to find the website where the floor plans were, like the original website, where you can find the house, and I actually found it. Yeah. So that's it. And while doing like this voiceover is actually like the second one I'm doing this day. And the thing is, like, I started building the house like a while back, but when I did the voiceover the first time, for some reason my laptop right now has been a bit, questionable, so to speak. So the thing is, like, I had two assignments, like two big essays I had to write, and I finished, like, the laptop was doing fine, like, until I finished the first one, and after finishing the second one, for some reason, like, it just tells me like the battery is low, and then I don't know, like, the whole, like, the laptop like shuts down, like, that's it. It doesn't, sometimes it doesn't even give you a warning, sometimes it just shuts down by its own when the battery is low, like, doesn't tell you the battery is low. And that happened to me a couple of times. Also happened to me while I was writing the essay, and for some reason didn't back up everything I wrote, so I had to start from scratch. And that was like the night before I had to send in the assignment, like the night before the deadline. Yeah, so anyway, back to my point, like, while doing the first voiceover, it did the exact same thing, but at least this time it had, like, the computer, like, the laptop had the decency to tell me that it's gonna shut down. Like, it told me, like, oh, the battery is low, but, like, I don't know, the charger, like, it's in the electrical socket and everything, so I quickly, like, I don't know, try to put like the charger in to actually charge the laptop. And even before that, like, it was like, I don't know, in took me like only a second or two, maybe like maximum 2 seconds, and it shut down again by its own. Yeah, so that happened. So that's actually my second time trying to do the voiceover. Yeah, but anyway, coming back to the build. So as I said, it's like, that's actually like 4 townhouses. Yeah, the first one is actually like the one on the edge. It has like a nice, I don't know, bay window moment. Yeah, so it has like 2 bedrooms, I suppose. Yeah, it has 2 bedrooms, and it's like the second smallest one. The one next, and yeah, it's 2 floors. It has 2 floors, 2 bedrooms, and it's the second smallest. So like number 2s everywhere. Like the number 2 everywhere. Like it's 2, like the second smallest. Yeah, it has 2 floors and 2 bedrooms, and I guess it also has 2 bathrooms, like 2.5 bathrooms, I guess. Yeah. The one next to it, like unit B, or like the second unit, it is the smallest one. It has only 1 floor and 2 bedrooms. The third one is the second biggest, like the third smallest one, and it also has like 2 stories, like 2 floors. Also has 2 bedrooms, but I mean it's bigger because it has like the loft area by the stairs, like right off the stairs, where you can just set like a living room or something. Yeah, and the last one is the biggest, and it has 3 bedrooms. Yeah, and it's basically the largest one. Yeah. But the entrance is actually on the side, not from the front, like the other townhouses. Yeah, I think it also has like the biggest yard, although the yards aren't that big, because technically in townhouses, like the backyard, like you don't have a lot of outside space. Yeah, but anyway, so this will actually be divided like in 4 parts, no, 5 parts. So this is the first part where I actually build the house and put all the, I don't know, the basic stuff, like the kitchen and the counters, the fill in the bathrooms, like everything you would get before you rent the place. And I will actually try to upload like this version to the gallery. I don't know if I actually uploaded it before furnishing the houses or not. I've only done like this first unit until now. I have to work on the others. Yeah, and I don't know if I actually finished, I don't know, like if I actually saved the house unfurnished to the gallery. But even if I did it, I'm gonna, like, I don't know, delete the furniture and leave the basic stuff, like the basic kind of stuff in there, and then upload it again to the gallery. So you can actually furnish it yourself. Yeah, and it's basically because it took me a while to build it. It took me a while to furnish every single unit, so that's why I'm dividing it into 4 parts. And basically every part is gonna be like from 10 to 15 minutes, and I think it's better to actually do it in like 5 parts instead of having like, I don't know, like a 40 or 50 minute long speed build. And I've sped this up like a lot. Like I think it's sped up by 1500%, 1500% or something. It basically means like it's sped up 15 times normal speed. Yeah, so that's all actually. Oh, and this one won't have any screenshots because, I mean, it is unfurnished, so I don't know what's the point of having screenshots. There is nothing to see. But I mean, you can get the gist of the floor plans and stuff from watching the speed build, and just stay tuned for the other parts of the speed build. Although basically they're gonna be furnishing, like speed furnishing, not speed building. Yeah, but anyway. think we're actually coming to the end right now, because I can actually recall putting in the kitchen as like the last thing in there. Yeah. I do not know what to talk about anymore, but I mean, as you can see, all of the stuff are pretty basic. All of the stuff are actually like the things you would find when you first move in the place and then put in your furniture yourself. Yeah. I wouldn't actually recommend putting like the roommate systems. Like, I wouldn't recommend moving into one townhouse and like getting roommates, because technically roommates need like a single bed, not a double bed, and most of the bedrooms have double beds in them. Yeah. So it's gonna be hard keeping everyone in their own place. Yeah. But anyway, I think we're actually coming to the end, so I'm gonna cut off right here the voiceover, and I'm gonna wish you all to stay happy, healthy, and safe. Yeah, so bye.